Welcome back to the Reality Rejects. My name is...
No.
I already did that joke. Shut the fuck
That
up.
wasn't good enough.
What the fuck you mean?
That is
Would you like to try...
That wasn't enough energy.
This motherfucker thinks that he
was
has
enough
any
energy
stakes.
for you. Come on.
No,
That
go
was
for
enough
it. No,
energy.
please.
No.
Show right
I
ahead,
don't
Brandon.
do it.
Show us.
I don't
right
do
Show
it.
me
ahead,
the way.
Brandon.
don't
Show
do
me
it.
the
You
way.
want to make complaints, you go ahead and do it.
Show me the way.
Do it.
No.
Show him the way.
No.
Do you know the way?
He does not know the way.
Do it better with more energy. You had more energy last episode when you had 0 hours of sleep. And that says a lot.
Hold on. I don't know where my coffee is, which is also throwing me off a little bit. Welcome back to the Reality Rejects. My name is Jacob. Is that good enough for you, motherfucker?
That was better.
All right, well, glad to be here.
Oh, I'm Donadio.
I'm complaining Brandon.
That's your name now?
You never put the mic closer to your face.
No, I did.
No. Don't fucking.
No. He's good. I believe in him. I believe in him.
Wow.
Okay.
I had no faith.
All
But
right.
Here we are. He always fucks up the mic, so here I am, expecting him to do just that. I was out of line. I was out of place, and I apologize. I apologize. Stop looking at me like that. Those fuck me eyes. Come on, bro. Damn. Who
All
wouldn't
right.
though? Who wouldn't though?
Anyways, how was your guys' weeks?
It was good. It was busy. I forget what I know that I work now. I work at a school.
Someone hired you as a teacher? That's crazy.
No, I'm not a teacher. I'm just an after school worker. I just make sure the kids get home safe. That's my job.
Do you make sure they get home?
I don't know who these people that pick them up are. I just know that they get home.
Wait, you're trusted with children?
Yeah, always. I mean, I do mad science,
You get
so.
on your phone?
Oh, I was checking to make sure I actually did anything. Oh, this whole weekend was dedicated to cleaning my room. I had to reorganize my whole room because my PC crapped out on itself, and I was just like, man, these wires are really fucked up. You know, how wires get crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So I just pulled everything out and reorganized all my wires. So my room doesn't look the way I would like it to, but it's everything's a work in progress. So
It's like when you start one thing and then you get the motivation to start doing it. It's like, oh, I got to start doing this.
Exactly.
Maybe I'll start doing that. Ooh.
That's exactly it. What about you, Brandon? What did you do this weekend?
I actually organized my room as well.
Well,
But I only did it on one day. Because I'm not a fucking OCD bitch like you.
I like to be perfect. I like to make sure that it's functional and looking
Yo, I
nice.
have every drawer organized, my gym clothes, my work clothes, everything like that.
Really? I tried doing that, and then I found out that I have way more shirts, shorts, and stuff
Well,
than
I
I thought.
threw a bunch of shirts out.
Yeah, I just in the trash.
No, we're donating it.
Okay. I was just making sure. All those bags you saw on my bedroom door, I don't know if you noticed them. Those are all donation stuff. I just gotta find the time to do it. I was concerned. I thought you were just tossing them out.
You can make nests out of them for the beautiful forest animals.
What about the beautiful forest babies?
No, fuck the
Who have
babies.
no parents?
Actually, wait, no, do not fuck the babies. Sorry, I did not.
Nope,
mean
just
no.
clarifying.
Yeah, just
Donadio does
do not fuck the babies.
On weekends.
What?
And weekdays.
I don't want to be here anymore, boys.
I think we're all thinking a little differently, which kind of segues
I thought I was your baby.
into today's topic. You ever notice that you guys ever do stuff, notice stuff, God, you guys ever notice that you do stuff differently from others?
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Maybe your way of thinking isn't the same as everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because I'm an IMDb. No, wait. That's an Internet Movie Database.
Yeah, I was going to be like, what?
I meant ENTP.
You don't know what that spells.
Yeah.
ENTP. No, it doesn't spell anything. It's the letters for the Myers-Briggs. It's
Yeah, whatever. Who the
Extrovert.
fuck cares? I don't know who Michael Myers is or whatever. Anyways, okay. I'm going to show you guys something. I want you to read this sentence in your head, okay?
In our head, not say it out loud.
Do not say it out loud. Do not say this out loud. Read it in your head. Okay?
Don't say that out loud.
Do not say it. Yeah.
Are we going to look at it at the same time?
I'm dyslexic, so
One at a time, or?
Yeah, one at a time. Okay? Nothing on it. It's just the sentence I chose to write. That's just the sentence I decided to write, but just read it. Okay? You guys have read it?
Why?
Okay.
Why
Anyways,
do you make us do these things?
Alright. You read the sentence in your head. Now, Without, like, when you guys read that, did you hear a voice in your head repeat that back to you? Or did you just read it? Did it just go to your head?
Like, did a voice separate from my own read that in my brain? Or did I...
Did a voice separate from your own read that in your brain?
Yeah.
Or did you...
It would be, it's a voice separate from my own.
Brandon, how about you?
No, I just read it.
You just read it.
Interesting.
So, you didn't have a voice. How did the knowledge get to your brain?
I was like, it was my own voice in my head reading.
But it was your voice in your head. You heard a voice in your head.
Yes.
I'm a little special. I got a lot of therapy.
But it was
issues.
mostly like when I read that sentence, I kind of was thinking more about Donadio.
Oh, when I heard that, so I had a voice read that in my head. I know, but like my internal dialogue read that. But immediately I was like, yeah, this is exactly a sentence Donadio would read because it's true. He does just hate.
We're not saying what the sentence was.
Well,
that's not the point of this.
The audience sees it, right?
No.
What?
No, they don't know what you just read. This is forever shrouded as a mystery of what you just read.
Oh, I put my hands up here for the text to appear before?
Yikes. You're
so
just going to be
they
holding
can't know
something.
what I just read in my head?
They're going to see something else that you're holding up, but it's not going to be the text.
Oh, it's going to be a penis.
Who said that?
I just know.
Now, when you guys go to a stop sign or a yield sign or any street sign, when you see that, do you read that out loud in your head?
No, I don't even look at it.
What?
Okay.
I just see the sign. If it's a triangle like this, I'm like, okay. Is it like that?
Okay. Jacob, how about you? When
Yeah,
go to
no,
the
it's
street
all
sign?
it's all just an internal dialogue.
So you just say it like in your head.
It's separate
when you go to
from
a
me.
stop
I
sign.
hear the word. Yeah.
You just hear stop in your head. You're saying stop to yourself.
Yeah, like when I read things, it's
So like when you guys are reading books, you're reading like the text back to yourself. You are. I know you are because the way you've described
Right.
everything so far. You. Do you read it to yourself in your head?
This
Like, is there a
motherfucker
voice
don't-
in your head, or does it just go to your head?
This motherfucker don't read books.
So depending on like who the character is.
barely gets past the.
Do you give voices to each character in your
Yeah.
head? Okay, so then you have a voice that reads it back to you, but otherwise you don't. It just goes to your head, and you just like don't even have a voice in your head that reads it to you.
So it really depends. Like, so like if certain like if we are texting each other, and like let's say you say something that like is very Donadio of you.
Mm-hmm.
Your
You read it
voice-
in my voice.
You're reading your voice or something like Jacob. Like when he yells at us in text message, I'm reading in his voice and his tone and everything like that.
No, Jacob.
I
do
don't
you
yell. I don't yell.
He
You're
gets
like, I
stern.
swear to God.
No.
I swear to
He
God.
gets stern.
I get stern. I go. I swear to God, boys. Why was there a monkey in the studio today? Can someone explain that to me?
Oh, I have.
Can
someone
someone explain why there was an animal in the studio today? That's how I would sound. I never raised my voice.
Oh, I thought it was. I can't say that.
What were you about to
Dude, I
say?
get-
What were you about to say, motherfucker?
Oh God.
Yeah. So anyway, I have internal dialogue, but I also constantly have internal dialogue.
Apparently, there's people that don't have any internal dialogue.
Right.
Like, there's just like when they read something, it just goes straight to their head, which I've noticed. You can't really think about it and try and do it, or like you will. If you,
It's a different brain set.
yeah, exactly. If you think about it, like, let's say you now notice that you're blinking. You guys are going to start noticing that you're blinking.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Brandon just started noticing. Or, like, you're now manually breathing.
Right.
You're going to notice you're breathing.
Right.
So, fuck you guys. You're going to notice that for a little bit. But, so what I've noticed is, like, if I try to do the what's it called, reading and just have it go to my head, but you ever do that? You ever just like read a page of dialogue or something, or just read anything, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait,
What did I just read?
what did I just read?
All the time.
So that when I do that, I'm reading like that. I'm reading without like the voice in my head repeating it, and it's like, okay, what the fuck did I just
So
read?
that's a
I
big-
don't retain any of it.
That's a
but
big
people
thing
can
with
just
school.
do that.
That's a big thing with school. That's why I have to type everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't retain notes because it's going so quickly. So instead, I just like see the words and I just copy it all down.
Mm-hmm.
But by copying it down, my brain is then like having the internal dialogue of reading my own typing. and then I register it. Like if I have to write my notes by hand, it's gone. I have to type it.
But like when I like text,
so
like
it's
if it's
eligible.
like a big like text message,
legible.
a big text that I'm texting like someone, I have to like read it out loud. Like because we all know I be missing fucking words or spelling shit wrong. So like if it's like a serious conversation, I try to like read it out loud multiple times and then send it. I know Jacob does that a lot because he writes it in his notes if he's sending a big paragraph.
Yeah, if I'm sending a big text, I either will type it to myself first and then read it 100 times.
Oh.
Like I will or when I do like my Finsta posts on my personal Instagram, I will, when I'm like brain vomiting, I usually read that like 100 times over before sending it.
Yeah, I'm that person. I type it once, I send it, and then I look for if I feel like it, I'll look for errors after and just send a text under it like, oops, meant to say that.
Yeah, I've just learned that like the first thoughts are never as clear until I like. And then I reword things and I move sentences around.
Oh yeah, you notice you repeat like 20 million things.
Sometimes you'll probably notice I try my hardest not to repeat the same word in like one paragraph.
I've actually never noticed that.
Yeah, I try really hard to not use the same word. So I use a lot of synonyms. I use a lot of synonyms in order to
I would hope
not
you'd use
do
syllables.
that. I do use my syllables. I try my hardest. I try my hardest to use my syllables. Yeah, Donadio, yeah. We all have very different brains. But do we all suffer from ADHD?
I
was never diagnosed.
Why?
Why was I not diagnosed?
Yeah. Why didn't you go to a doctor? Because you were in the special needs room. Sorry.
Brandon, turn the mic towards your face.
Maybe that's not the way to put
That
it.
was in the.
Maybe that's not the way to put it. We were both in them. It's not like
You
it's
were
not like
in
I'm
the,
calling him like. But we were in the
assisted
special
learning.
ed. No, we were in the special ed rooms.
Yeah.
Not like.
Brandon, turn the.
Not for
mic more straight. No, other way. No.
What's happening? What's wrong with his mic?
Straight. Yeah.
You just gotta talk into it. The cause
it was
is
like
lost
that.
on us. The cause is lost. Oh,
I don't get this one. I always.
Dude, it's the same as it's always been.
It's always.
Let's just leave it.
Okay.
Let's just not do this.
But yeah, no, I'm not. I was not diagnosed with ADHD.
That's crazy, but they still put you in those rooms.
Well, because I have
learning disorder and speech impediment.
Yeah, I just can't take tests and shit.
Right.
I have to be repeated multiple times.
Yeah, no, I was in those rooms because of my IEP.
Right.
Because I was a really bad student beforehand. I failed 4th grade.
Really?
Straight through. F's for the entire year. But they thought something was wrong with me, and there was something wrong with me.
So wait, did you get held back?
No, so they didn't want to hold me back because it would have probably been more detrimental. And I agree. I think holding me back would have removed me not only from like my social group, but also I would have given up on school. Like it would have been extremely detrimental to hold me back. So instead, they were just like, all right, maybe we should drug him.
That's a way to word it.
That's essentially what happened.
Maybe we should drug him.
That's pretty much what
Come on,
happened.
drugs.
That's what they did. They drugged me because of my bad brain. I don't have a bad brain. I should stop saying that. I keep saying I have a bad brain. I think I just have a different.
Well, do you want to
brain.
kill me and Brandon right now?
I'm not a psychopath.
It's a bad brain.
You're right. Would it work in a court of law?
Do you want to kiss me and Brandon right now?
At the moment, not particularly. It comes and goes.
Do you want to?
What do you? It's a little sus. Donadio, being a little sus these 2 episodes.
No clue what you're talking about.
Interesting.
Hey, I'm not the one who licked my hand and went for a handshake and then told the
Peter
person
Pan taught me how to do that.
afterwards how
I went to the Poconos. You know, Peter Pan spits in. And they're like, that's like a brotherly. That's the more clean way of doing it. Besides like slitting your hand open and sharing blood. That was the sterile
Spit
way
brothers?
of doing it. You want to be? I'll do it right now, man. Oh. So what is the context of like our fucked up brains? What did you come here with?
Okay. Do you guys know what left versus right brain is?
I do.
Do you guys know which one you are?
No.
That's complicated. It depends on what time of day.
Because that means.
Wait, what? Excuse me? Wait. No. I missed that.
Too late. We just gotta move on.
No, what did he say?
It doesn't matter. It was just for me. No, it's not like that. No. It depends on what time of day. It depends on where I'm at.
Our left brain works for our right side, and our right side works for our left side, right?
So I can't confirm if that's true. I know that's like something that I was told by like other kids growing up. I only ever had like a doctor or someone like professional tell me that that's really how it works. It might be. I really don't know. No, but so one half of the brain really operates more on your needs, your the more serious stuff, and then the one brain is like that Bo Burnham song. It's like, I am the left brain. I work really hard. Something, and then like I like Oreos and pussy.
Do you want me to explain to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
So Jacob, based on this, I'm gonna say you're left brain.
Okay.
You're more of a left brain person. Brandon, I'm gonna say you're right. As for me, I actually think I lean more to the right, but I also have some left brain things.
Well, obviously it's a mix.
Okay, so someone who is more left brain thinking, you think more with logic, sequencing, you have linear thinking, mathematics, better with mathematics, facts, and thinking in words. Someone who's right brained is better with imagination, holistic thinking, intuition, arts, rhythm, nonverbal cues, feelings, visualization, and daydreaming. Catch themselves daydreaming more often. Now, out of those two, which one would you guys say you more are?
Right.
I honestly find myself to be a healthy mix of both.
Right?
I mean, like, when I was younger, I was very much a daydreamer. I was very... I don't know. It really depends on what...
Now let's start like this.
Where I am at that moment.
Apparently people say, are you guys righty or lefty?
Right.
I'm a right hand.
Right hand?
Yeah.
So
but
usually,
I can be switched on a lot of things.
So righties are usually left-brained, and lefties are usually right-brained.
Interesting.
So, like, apparently.
Okay.
That's what I've heard. I'm not a scientist. I don't fucking know how it works. I haven't dissected someone's brain. But, maybe. And then ambidextrous people are usually the ones who, catch themselves using both sides of the brains.
So I'm ambidextrous for a lot of things. Not everything. Handwriting, I only do right hand stuff. But also my handwriting is so bad with my right hand, I might as well not be right-handed. Like it's pretty bad.
Yeah, my handwriting's bad too.
But like baseball on both sides.
Really?
Golf on both sides. Bowling, I'm mostly right. I think that's more of an angling issue with bowling.
Mm-hmm.
I find myself to be ambidextrous for a lot of tasks. But I'm also my hand. I mean, like, and you guys can tell me. I think I also have very detail oriented like hands. Like when it comes to doing things, I fall more into detail. What?
There is a good amount of detail in your hands.
Oh, interesting.
Whoever drew you must have been very good.
Well, haven't talked to him in a minute. But, well, I mean, the best example I could bring up for, like, the show is, like, the gingerbread episode. Like, I can, like... I mean, you also went in there with... I mean, you were set up for failure.
Yeah, you guys set me up for failure, you rat bastard.
You were set up for failure. You were given broken... But, you know, if given... fixed gingerbread houses, you probably could have made a pretty nice one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you went in there, the Somalian children, the little details.
I think I did good.
You did for what
on the
you
spot.
had?
Yeah, on the spot, what
100%.
I had.
No, I agree.
Fuck you guys.
No, I'm not. I think you really gave them an opportunity to live.
Very upset I didn't win.
Yeah.
No, not enough creativity points. Come on, Uncle Chris. I thought I did good.
Well, my uncle also, favoritism.
Your uncle was there? So was Santa Claus.
I mean, yeah, Santa Chris, Uncle Santa,
Yes,
Uncle Claus.
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Uncle Claus.
Uncle Claus, Chris.
It's okay.
Santa,
Don't
Santa Chris.
don't think about it, man. Don't think about it.
Oh, like how you.
But like Brandon, you're not. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. You're not really that detail oriented when it comes to things like that. Would you disagree?
Disagree.
Oh, okay.
With like
I don't know. Based on your
Yeah, we're
gingerbread
talking
house.
about the gingerbread house.
Oh no, because the gingerbread house, I was just having fun. Honestly.
Okay.
But if I'm like drawing or like coloring,
Oh,
I'm very
no.
like. detailed.
You're not.
I can't do art. I can't do art because if it's
Interesting.
not perfect, like watching, like I've told you guys this before. I watched a Bob Ross video, and that is nothing has ever stressed me out more than I was stressed in that moment because I couldn't copy exactly what he was doing.
Interesting.
So I would like erase, and then I'd be like, shit, now there's an erase mark there. Oh my god, fuck, that's bothering me. Oh, I just got to start over again.
We should do that. Let's see how that goes.
No. I've like literally my anxiety. I literally had to walk out of the room, couldn't even hear the video anymore.
Yeah, sounds like good content. No, I've never done a Bob Ross video. Like a Bob Ross tutorial. Like
everyone's like, Bob Ross is so relaxing. Bob Ross is so
But he sent you where are you going?
I gotta pee.
Dude.
What?
Why don't you pee before the fucking
said during the podcast. In the beginning I was like, I really gotta pee. And you're like, welcome back to the reality checks.
I didn't hear that.
I don't think I heard it either. The man's always taking a shit or a piss in the middle of the fucking show. He's got many hours throughout the day to relieve himself. He's got bowel issues. Bowel issues.
What did we call it before? Or what did
IBS?
we say yet? IBS.
Irritable bowel syndrome?
Yes. Probably has IBS.
You think he has IBS?
Could be. But he has to pee a lot, honestly.
Just a weak bladder.
Weak bladder bitch.
Wow.
What were we even talking about? I honestly
We're talking about Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
You really couldn't do that?
People say it's like, oh, this is so relaxing. You just paint and everything. And I'm like, it's not perfect. It's not.
Interesting. I'm okay with like fucking up because I know I'll get better the next time.
Is that like a small amount of OCD? Would it be? Because I'm not fucking self like doing it.
I don't know. So I have a paper. I got diagnoses up the wazoo. I have OCD, but it doesn't really translate like that. Like my obsessive compulsions are like I have a really hard time sharing things, or like if people touch specific things, it really throws me off. Or if like my spaces, like it's really things that I find to be in control of. If they're invaded and or affected in ways that I'm like not comfortable with, then I kind of like tweak out. No, I'm chilling. But like it's like earlier, actually, Brandon, I was pretty. I mean, you could be the judge of this. Brandon was over at my house earlier. I was helping him edit the video, and he touched one of my Legos.
Oh yeah.
You touched a Lego set?
I stayed pretty...
Not Lego set.
No, just a Lego.
Oh.
I was pretty calm. But deep down I wasn't.
But also too,
I'm like irrationally...
I'm really good at like
ridiculous
reading
about that.
like him and like other people. So like before he didn't even have to say anything. I just saw
You saw it in
I
me.
just saw his face and I saw his like hand moving. I'm like, you don't want me to touch it. He was like, yeah, no, stop that.
It's my uncle once. My uncle loves toys. He has a lot of toys from his childhood. They're all around our house and stuff. And he likes, sometimes he likes to play with things. This was like years ago. It was like maybe when I first moved in. He started touching my Legos and I like lost it. I started tweaking out. And that definitely stems from like childhood stuff, I think. I used to make Lego movies when I was younger, like with my Nintendo DS, and like in my basement, and my parents would just like fucking wreck it. They were just like, they're like, it looks like a mess. Like it doesn't, like this. What is this? And I'm like, this was 17 hours of fucking work, you fucks. Like.
You made the original Lego movie, but it just got scrapped by your parents.
A lot of them
Your
did.
parents were Lord Business.
Yes, they were.
Oh, no.
Yes, they were, with no redeeming qualities. And I think that's where that like builds for me. Where like, it's not even like. It's not even like other people's Legos. It's just like my Legos. For some reason, it just like triggers something inside my brain where I'm like, it's either fight or flight. I was very calm about it. He also put it down pretty quick. He put it down pretty quick. But sometimes I get really irrational when it comes to stuff. Like when I just get easily.
I could tell it's like stressing you out a little
just
bit.
Talking about it.
Yeah, I
I'm
see you going like that. It's like getting you.
Like my whole body feels really warm just like talking about the Legos. Yeah. I mean, my OCD is not so much pattern oriented. I am just obsessively compulsive about specific things. So it could be like, you need to be perfect, but I don't know how that bleeds. I'm also not a doctor, so I couldn't tell you like how that would categorize. Have you been like diagnosed? Do you have diagnosed ADHD?
Yeah, diagnosed ADHD. I do. But like I've never gotten tested for like OCD or anything.
When was the last time you went to a psychiatrist?
Does that count for the people who diagnosed me for ADHD?
Yeah, 100%. Those are psychiatrists.
high school, like sophomore year or something.
Okay.
Junior year,
Yeah,
maybe?
so it's been
Junior
a little
year.
bit. It's also more difficult because like if they're not looking for it,
Mhm.
they're not really gonna look for it.
Yeah,
you
I've never
know?
like mentioned anything about it because it's not like something that impacts my daily life really that much. Like maybe if I see something's like whenever we worked at AMC, I would if all the dollar bills in the register weren't facing the same way, I would have to go back and like make them all face the same
Okay,
way.
interesting.
Yeah, I would go through the dollar bills like
Sometimes it falls into
Bless you.
routines.
Thank you.
I've mostly grown out of it. I used to really hurt my ankle.
mhm.
By clicking it like constantly, like I would
Dude.
roll the ball joint a lot, and
Ah.
to the point where it would like hurt me a lot. But I would keep doing it. I've grown out of mostly stuff like that. But like it's so yeah, I get that. It's just like routine stuff.
That reminds me of something I would actually do.
What?
I hate that I'm thinking about it now because I really hope I don't start doing this again because it became a problem where it would start hurting my throat.
Sure.
Like, put your hand on my throat real quick.
Right here.
It would just be like a thing where I go like, can you feel that?
Oh, like the scratch?
Yeah, like it's just like something like that. And then also like sometimes I'll just start cracking my
Yeah,
fingers
that's
like that,
pretty
and like
disturbing.
once I start doing it, it's like, oh, I can't.
I
stop
remember
it.
for a
Like, start to
while
think
when I
about
was
it.
going through puberty, when my voice was changing, I would like. I can't really do it anymore, which is why I've probably stopped. But I would catch myself like almost growling uncontrollably often.
Maybe you
to,
just thought
like,
you were a dog.
I could have been. I could have been.
Well, like I bite my side of my cheeks a lot.
Yeah.
Like while like even during the podcast, this whole podcast, I've been like just biting the side of my cheek and stuff,
Sure.
and like it hurts. Like sometimes like I get myself to bleed and shit.
Yeah.
I do that every day, or like bite like the skin
Yeah.
around my fingers and shit.
I don't know how much it would cost, but it might be beneficial to like just get a psych evaluation, just see what happens. Just a full psych eval. They'll like put you through tests. I've been to a lot of doctors. I've
a lot.
for like sensitivity stuff because I have like extreme sensitivities to things as well. Like I get sensory overload really easily. So I went to like this one doctor. He was like $10,000 or something. Damn, is right. My mom refused to go back, but it's like he like
Yeah,
$10,000. Are you kidding
he
me?
put me through like medieval torture devices,
Huh?
which sounds like insane, but like he like had like this one like device with like knives at the end of it, and he like rolled it up my hand, not to cut me, but to like see how like my body would react. He would like play frequencies. I have like really sensitive ears.
Okay, wait. Before you continue,
Yeah.
I just want to ask, if you focus on it, do you hear a ringing
Oh yeah.
Why? No,
right now? Just stop.
I don't want to because of the show. Okay, hold on.
Do you hear it?
No,
Okay, you would hear it already.
no.
Yeah, like if I stop listening to things, you'll hear your ears ringing. It's kind of like
yeah.
the thing, like, so not everyone notices the things. Like if I say like, oh, you now can feel your foot. It's like the same thing as blinking, breathing. Like you notice you're doing
Sure.
that. Like, can you feel, like, do you notice that your feet are there now? Like you feel your feet kind of like it's just like you're more aware of your feet. Don't like focus on it, but now just like subconsciously, do you like notice it's there more? You're like doing other things.
I know more than usual. I don't think.
Like,
I
do
don't
you
know.
start to feel like there's weight to them now? It's like stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Like my I feel the warmth.
Yeah,
My
you
feet.
feel the warmth,
Interesting.
right? Do you feel that?
I just no more than usual.
Exactly. So it's things like that like
Interesting.
not everyone experiences.
One time he stuck a peppermint stick up my nose. I almost died.
He stuck a peppermint stick up?
Yeah, it was like it was like a little like white bottle with like essential oil in it, and it was like a little ball top on the end.
And
And
sprayed?
each nostril. No, not sprayed. Just like he put it like right in front of my nostril and made me breathe in. And it almost killed me. I almost died. It
Dude,
was
that
just
sounds
so powerful.
awful. Why
It was
would you
pretty
do
crazy.
that?
It was to test my mom put me through it. It was just to test how sensitive I am to things. That's why my IEP, like, I don't have to write with pencils and stuff, because I would feel it up my whole body, like the pencil against the
Oh.
paper. It's the worst. I was told growing up to describe it as like nails on a chalkboard. It's not that.
Does
at
that
all.
bother you though?
Nails on a chalkboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty awful. I mean, like, I can manage it. It's really like it's more when I like touch things, because then it's like louder for me. like touching it and then making sounds is much louder to me than like you going over there and like yeah. Like doing this is much more like stimulating. Not always in a good way, so that's why like I can't use like I had to use pens for years. I don't have you in high school like it would be a problem if teachers made an issue for me.
Oh yeah, I like every time in high school because he never like in college they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. I mean, so I do have to get my paperwork transferred over to my new school.
But
I've never had the issue, but my new teacher wants to see it. But what were you saying? What? Yeah, it's a whole ordeal.
But like in high school they wanted him to write with a pencil, like in shit, because they're like, you can't write with pens. Or like, you know how in math they said don't write with pens,
yeah,
mistakes and whatever, and like the test, like with the scanners.
Yeah, I was about to ask that. What did
he
you
usually
do?
Usually I had classes with him. He used to write it himself on a piece of paper and give it to me, and be like, write the answer. But I had to be done first because I was known to be cheating. So I had to be done first.
That was their solution. Is I would write down the answers on a separate piece of paper and pen, and then someone else would copy it over on the Scantron.
So, but if someone just like noticed you had an answer wrong, they could have just filled in the right one for you.
Didn't happen.
No one was a real one.
It wasn't gonna be him.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't gonna be him.
Damn.
Respect.
He's dumb?
No, but like his answer, he's just not gonna. First of all, he's not gonna remember what he put on his Scantron. But also, 90% of the time, it was my answers that he was getting.
See, like that's something I could do. After I take a test, I could list every.
But that was only
letter
like science or whatever.
Right,
like,
it was a harder class.
Math was the hardest class, but I was really good at math. I like math.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at math. It's the calculation stuff. Like but it's also that internal dialogue we were talking about before, where like my brain can just like word it all together, and then like I can just do mental math pretty well.
See, that's the thing though. When I do math, I don't think about it. It just happens for me. Like that's something where I don't use like that voice in my head. Like I just see something and it's like boom, done.
Yeah, the voice walks me through steps.
Yeah, I found a way. What was remember that whole like long ass formula, Pythagorean?
The Pythagorean theorem.
Is that the long one?
Yeah, I mean, some of them are longer, but yeah.
I remember I found a way in math class, a different way to do it. I don't know how. In my head, I just found a different way to do it, and I didn't have to do any of the steps. And the teacher's like, "Where's the work?" And I'm like, "I didn't use that." And they're like, "What did you do?" And I'm like, "I don't quite frankly know. I just got the answer."
Yeah.
So I was like,
it took me a while to figure out that the teachers don't even give a fuck about the answers. It's all about the work.
Yeah.
They want to make sure you actually do it. Well, so my handwriting for math class, when I would just get like when they would give me those worksheets of like a shit ton of math questions, I would just like write them all over the paper and number them, but it would just like wherever the space was, like it worked. And the teachers were like, we fucking hate this, especially because my handwriting was so bad. So what they ended up doing, what ended up working out really well for me, and I probably did this from like 6th grade onward till like today, if I do like problems like that, is I take one piece of paper and I fold it 4 times into 4 squares, and then each square is one math problem. That was how they were able to organize my brain to do those math problems. It helped out a lot. I forget the teacher that helped me do that. She was a good teacher. I fought her once. I called her a jerk off, not knowing what it meant.
Damn.
On accident?
No, she like made me stay after or something. Like she made me like sit and wait last or whatever. And I called her a jerk off, not knowing what it meant. I was just like, you jerk off.
But also too, like
in a lot of trouble.
Like in school, like I could like chew gum.
Yeah.
And it helps me focus.
Yeah.
Or like music. He knows.
Always had music.
I always had music in my. Hated me having music. Before I had AirPods, I had the cords, and I used to always have one in my ear. I'm paying attention. I'm listening to the teacher, but I'm having music in my head. And our history teacher hated me listening to music. And she's like, "You're not paying attention." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm paying attention." She's like, "What did I just say?" I said exactly what she said. She's like, "Okay." So she kept on going. Like I was paying attention. I had to listen to music to focus.
Did you tell her that though?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing, what the real struggles of, like, school stuff, it really comes down to communicating it with the teachers.
Yeah, sometimes people can't, like, they can't understand, like, because they don't think that way. No one, like, well, I mean, people think the same, but like no one thinks exactly the same.
Well, that's why I've been given. That's what the going to therapy for like years though is what gave me the tools to like communicate stuff like that. Like again, like how it feels to write with a pencil is nothing like nails on a chalkboard. But to anybody else, they know that nails on a chalkboard sucks.
Yeah.
So I just have to describe it like that, and then they'll be more understanding about it. Beforehand, I would just be like, I can't do that. I just can't. It hurts. And the teacher would be like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then we get into, like, a huge, like, argument. I'm like, I can't do it. Why does this make sense to you? And then, of course, yeah, like, going to, like, I think it was called speech therapy. I didn't have, like, a speech impediment ever. I never even had much of a reading problem. I was dyslexic. So sometimes I would, like, I struggle with reading things out loud. Like, if I read it out loud, I'd start missing words, but if I read it in my head, then I take more time and it, like, actually processes. And if someone reads it to me, then it definitely sticks better. But, so they called that speech therapy, and it also helped with giving me, like, the words I needed to tell teachers to fuck off.
The words I needed to tell teachers to fuck off. I don't know why that is so funny to me.
That's pretty much what it came down to. Yeah, no, it just the struggles of having, like, a learning disorder, though, you know?
Yeah. Okay, there's something, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's going to sound a little sexist. It's not.
Well, here we go.
This is a scientific study. I've done some research on this. I'm sure you have. I'm not an expert in this field.
Yeah, okay, it's been wonderful, man.
Okay, but, okay. Have you guys ever had moments where your mind just goes blank? You're not thinking of anything. You're just staring into the
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, no, I can do that. Like,
Right, I've talked to you.
where does this go? No, is this bad?
It's not bad. Did you know it's actually scientifically proven that...
What? I'm itching my ear.
Oh, okay. Scientifically proven... Women can't stop thinking. That's why they tend more to overthink than men. Because apparently... their minds never stop going.
All of them?
Yeah. I've literally asked all of my female friends, too. I'm like, can you just stop thinking? Can you just, like, turn your mind off? No, wow, that sounds so mean. No. I bring it up in a better context than that. No. I bring it up in a better... Wow, the way I worded that was terribly. Can you just shut the fuck up? That's what No.
I need a woman, like, I need a girl on here to verify that. I need Sarah here. I need Sarah to tell me.
No,
if that's
literally
true or
text
not.
her right now and ask her if,
All right,
like,
call
she
her.
can ever get her...
Phone the friend.
How well did Alex come in on the mics that one time you did that? Did that work out well?
Oh, no, it came out really good.
Did it?
Yeah. It came out good.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask Sarah. Sarah's the only person that I know could actually give me, like, a pretty good deconstruction on this one.
Let me word it to her.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, I think I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Let's see. This is Sarah. She's been on the podcast a few times. If she answers the phone, she might not even answer. She might be working right now.
She never picks up the phone.
She never picks up the phone the first time. Well, she's usually busy. She'll call me back definitely like an hour or two later if she comes around to it. If she doesn't answer, I don't know who else I could really get an honest answer off of. She might not answer. So scientifically proven?
Yes. Like, if scientists have, like, studied people's brains and, like, done tests
Women
and stuff.
just...
Please leave your message.
No, nothing. Nothing.
No.
No, you keep going.
Okay. All right. So,
I'm gonna see
anyways,
if
but
she-
it's like, so apparently women can't stop thinking, and it's like, how do I describe it?
I don't know.
So, like,
Help me
how
out.
our minds can just go blank, we're not thinking of anything. That's why, like, women tend to overthink more because their minds are just going. They see something, they're always thinking about something. It's like, what?
No, I'm here for
this
it,
isn't
man.
meant to be like a sexist thing. This is like something I've actually heard of, and then I'm like, is that actually true? And then looked it up, and it's like, it appears so. Like,
I couldn't tell you.
so by technicality, driving.
Oh, God.
Oh my God! Donadio!
No. Okay, this is gonna sound so bad, but I looked it up.
Oh
This
my
is true
God.
by research. Driving.
It's been a pleasure.
If
This is what
what
happened
driving
when we let him
is
control the
about
podcast.
focusing on the road. Apparently, that's
Oh
what determines a good
my
driver.
I can't. Okay.
So, if your mind is focused on the road, you're good. Or like just not focused on anything, you're just driving. Guys can do that. Now, females, their minds tend to wander when they're driving. They get more into thought and not focusing on the road, which statistically proven makes them not as good drivers because they're not focusing on the road so much. But, okay. Should I just stop? Should I stop or should I keep?
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So, I'm not saying women can't be good drivers. They can be. There's some female drivers that are amazing. I'm not the best driver. Men can be horrible drivers. Don't cancel us, please. But statistically, women are technically worse drivers than men because their minds can't stop going. Now, if you are a female watching this...
Accidents.
Yeah, I told you, I'm not the best driver. I'm not saying men can't be bad drivers.
Okay.
Some men are terrible drivers.
So are you saying some men are like women? Is that what you're saying?
No. Apparently, like, all men can do this. They can just stop their mind from thinking. Unless you have, like, a mental disorder that prevents you from doing that or something.
I gotta jump in. I don't know if I agree with you, Donadio. What do you? I think that, you know, the only thing that separates a man and a woman is their sex. I don't think anything else is really that different between them.
I did some research into it. If you want to do some research,
what if a woman is raised by a bunch of men and ends up being very dude-like? I feel like
the study said nothing about that.
I feel like we're confusing nature over nurture.
But think about it. If people are born with things inside them, brains built differently, I don't know.
I mean, hormones maybe, but I don't know. I don't think that. I feel like
it could be possible.
I just feel like it's a weird generalization. I feel like I don't know. I don't know enough about this to really. I would need a woman here. I would need a girl here that would be like
exactly that could tell us the answer. So, do you
Sarah,
want me to call?
Pick up.
Sarah, pick up the fucking phone.
Brandon, can you call?
No, she's in cheer right
Ellie
now.
wouldn't want to get in on this conversation anyway.
Let's see.
Sarah, please. We need sir. I don't know. Fuck. This is. Where'd you hear this?
I first heard it on I think on a podcast, just that, but like they didn't really go into it. So then I looked it up, and I was like, "There's no way this is true."
What podcast?
I don't fucking know. Or just on a YouTube video. Dang it! Wait, is this Donadio?
Can you call your cousin, Sarah?
She's not gonna want to get in on this conversation. Sarah, my friend Sarah is the only person I know of who could give a solid answer to this one. Because I also, like, Sarah knows it's not gonna. This also comes off kind of bad. I don't know how. Like, I feel like Sarah's the only person I could bring this up to who wouldn't be like, "What the fuck?" Like, because I really want to know, like, if she has any input, and it seems a little tricky.
I'm trying to.
I'm just going. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get someone that can.
We're just gonna have to wait. Can we come back to this one with a female
I mean, I said all I've had to say on it. Like, we could ask this in a future episode.
Okay,
like,
yeah. Let's come back to this one because I don't think we're really qualified.
Of course, I didn't do the study myself, but based on the study, based on what I've read.
I've been quiet this whole episode.
Yeah, Brandon, what's your input, Brandon?
No, I'm okay.
Not everything you read on the internet is true. Could be false information.
Whatever I say or do will be.
Brandon's like, I'll plead the fifth. Actually, maybe Anna might answer this. Do you want to take that risk?
I don't give a fuck.
You want to let me. I don't know because I don't know. I feel kind of bad putting her on the spot. But we're out of our field here. We're out of our depth.
I feel like Shauna will be good for this.
Oh, she would be, but she's always constantly so busy. Hello. Hi. I'm currently on the podcast right now. Would you be comfortable with me putting you on speaker to ask you a question? Okay.
I found the source.
Hi, Anna. So you're currently live right now. Donadio is talking about women.
Okay.
I'm telling him that we're out of our depth here. So I needed a female with a brain to
Picked a lot of women, but okay.
give us a little bit of insight into the female way of thinking. Are you comfortable with that?
Sure.
Okay, so Donadio was saying that he saw a study online. Donadio, do you want to describe this?
Okay, yeah. So apparently there's a study online that women can't actually stop thinking. Like, if I just told you, like, right now, clear your mind, do not think of anything, just stop thinking. Are you able to do that? Like, no words in your head, no thoughts. Are you able to do that?
Probably for like a brief moment before all the thoughts come back.
Okay. So, like, how brief would you say this moment is?
10 seconds.
10 seconds?
Okay, so you
It's
could
like
go
a
like
brief
10
moment.
seconds without like thinking anything, no thoughts, no words, anything in your head.
Yeah, no thoughts, head empty.
Okay, because I was like, he's saying that like this is scientifically proven that women can't like shut their brains off, whereas men can just like I can pretty frequently just like blank out and it's not really an issue.
But
Like I can very easily just like have no thoughts.
oh,
in my
I zone
head.
out all the fucking
Yeah,
time.
and it's not
Like,
an
I'd be
issue.
driving. I'm just like,
Airplane.
how
mode.
the fuck I got here?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah, but I mean, no, but I do that too. Like, I'll be driving and then zone out and then get to my place and I'm like, how the fuck did I just do that?
right. Yeah, so he was also I don't know. So Brandon and I are kind of excluded from this part of the conversation. But Donadio, do
This
you
is
want to?
based on scientific
Do
stuff.
you?
Yeah, we don't have to bring that.
Do you
part
want to
up.
bring up the car
No.
part that you mentioned before?
No, not. It's already.
It's
on the
already
pod-
here, but I feel like we should get her insight. Donadio is saying that because of this ability to turn off your brain and focus on specific things, whereas women are always running their brains around, that this is why men are better drivers than women. And he said it's not sexist, and I said, whoa, I don't know about that one. So I need a little bit of insight here on what you think about that. Do you like? That's it. That's all I got.
I feel like I'm the worst person to ask only because I've been in a car crash.
Oh, well, that doesn't really help.
But it's not based off of driving. It's based off of being.
At that moment, was your mind clear?
This at the same time, it's like.
Well, I don't know. This is so tricky.
I'm pretty sure actually, like, statistically speaking, it's pretty 50-50 on men and women getting into car accidents.
Right.
Oh yeah, that has
That's
nothing
what
to do
I was
with my
thinking.
point, though.
That's what I was assuming. So my argument was like, there's not real, like, honestly, besides society's like need to change people, I feel like men and women are pretty much the same except for besides their sex. Like I feel like there's some hormonal differences, but like I feel like for the most part, men and women are the same. No.
I mean, shit, dude.
You put
Right.
her on the spot.
Yeah, sorry. I know. We put you on the spot. You can actually go if you don't really know anything else. I just was like, we need a girl's input here because Donadio is saying words and we are definitely out of our field.
No, I mean, like, I think that they're pretty, like, most of the time they're pretty evenly matched, like men and women. I think the only real difference is like what you said, like the hormonal stuff. Their sex is different.
Right. Like the way our bodies are built are obviously
I think
different, but I think our
you're
minds.
missing the point what he was trying to make.
Yeah, you were
It's
missing the
pretty
point
much
that I was trying to make.
50-50.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the point?
Wait.
Okay.
Just clearing your mind, whatever.
Like just making your mind clear, like clearing your mind. Men are able to just do that without even trying, and like it's like apparently it's that woman like. It looks like here that I may have been wrong about what I said, and that like women, it's a hard time for women to do it, but a few women can. But a majority,
generalization.
Yeah, a majority of women cannot do that.
Because I do know a person that can't like visualize something, like
that's
girl.
called aphantasia.
Okay.
What is? Like a Disney musical?
We'll get into that.
Okay.
No, that's Fantasia.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'm trying to see.
Should I let Anna go? Do we get the details? Anna, thank you.
Thank you,
for
Anna.
picking
Appreciate
up
it.
the phone.
See, like,
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Thank you, Anna.
Alrighty, bye.
Bye.
Poor Anna.
Anna, ladies and gentlemen.
thank you.
So.
All right, so what I'm seeing here is that like, so women are like quicker to thinking. That is why like
They're good FBI
fucking wish I
agents.
could find the source.
That's
I
a
found
fact.
something similar to it. It's
I know
that
people with anxiety actually make really good FBI agents.
Really?
Yeah, they target people with anxieties because they're more prone to be aware of specific things. Like if you get anxious about like social interactions, you're probably a little right that something's changed, which makes you more paranoid, which makes you a better agent. I found that really fascinating. I was watching it on the Les Grossman podcast, who's
That's
talking to CIA
interesting.
agent. I also found that really interesting. Like, so if you have anxiety and you find a way to control that, you will be much more successful as a CIA agent. She said, "Have fun with the podcast." Thank you, Anna. So yeah. Aphantasia, that's when you can't visualize images.
yeah. We'll move on to the next thing because
This is getting complicated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once I can find, you know what? Afterwards, I'm gonna look for the article that I found.
Let's save this
before.
for when we have a woman on the podcast. Too.
Exactly.
We'll get Sarah on the show, and she can give us some a deep dive into the. This is why we don't have any female audience members. This is why.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you stayed out of this one. Didn't
I was
you?
smart.
You
I'm
stayed out of
smart.
This one. Good for you, man. Good
You're
for
still
you.
here by association. You're guilty.
Well, also, bystanders are worse than inactive people. I mean, if you're watching,
I just wanted to pee, man.
Okay.
If you're the type of person where like if someone's getting murdered, you'd be like, you walk away.
Oh yeah, none of this in any way was meant to be
You
offensive.
wouldn't be like, get him. You're a
For
bystander.
legal purposes?
Of course.
I can't confirm,
Yeah, I understand it.
or deny.
Conform or deny. Yeah.
Exactly.
Conform or deny.
Exactly.
Yes, do not conform or deny.
None of this was meant to be offensive. Though.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
not-
No, you had
that's
good.
not-
You had
it's
good
just-
intentions.
Damn, we couldn't even make it to our full year.
Oh my god.
Without getting canceled.
Dude.
No. This podcast is gonna come out a little while because we have the movie episode. Yeah, we'll be right back. It'll be right past our 1 year. Let's get canceled on our first second year. Sorry. Anyway, and Fantasia or something like that.
No, we got canceled last year.
Did we? For what?
Okay.
By who? Trevor?
No.
Oh,
All right. Anyways, all right. Do you guys know what aphantasia is?
I think I have a general idea.
Okay.
It's people that like.
It's a great movie.
No. I already made that joke, silly. No, it's when you can't visualize things through imagery, right? Like if I say white elephant, you're gonna see an elephant that's
Yeah.
white in your brain. Some people can't do that,
I'm
right?
imagining a bino.
Either of you like?
A rhino,
No, a bino.
albino, yes.
Yeah. Can either of you have that?
No, I could imagine like
Like if
you
I
tell
say
me-
I'm taking a bite of an apple right now, can you see that apple?
Yeah.
In your
Yes.
head, and then like someone taking a bite.
I
out
can
of it,
see
or
you
just the
taking
bite.
a
Just
bite.
when you
I
if
literally-
you say Jacob in a thong, I could imagine him in a thong.
Oh God, why did you make me think that?
Interesting. That was
Yeah, so none of us have that problem. But apparently,
with
there's
that
people...
Deadpool thong that you had in your room.
See, now
I have a Deadpool thong in my room.
apparently people like that when they dream, they don't like see pictures. It's just like memories of stuff, but without pictures. It's just like
Oh.
more.
You ever
Because
have
I
a
was
dream
hearing
and you
Bob
don't
talk
remember?
about this, like Distractable. Like,
Yeah.
What's it called? Bob has aphantasia. And he was talking about it, and he says like he doesn't really dream that much, and like when he does, it's just like kind of more like hearing, then
Oh,
like you
interesting.
can't like really see anything. Like he can't like imagine something like that. And that made me think of like the topic. So if people like that can like know what you're talking about or know what like people's faces and stuff, then what would like a deaf person hear? Like, you know, like you ever think like when a deaf person thinks like,
Have you ever met a deaf person to like ask?
no, I haven't, but I've always wondered that. Like, do they hear like a voice inside their head?
I have a
talking
really
to
good
them?
friend who's deaf.
Do you know that answer actually?
I don't. I could definitely ask him. He would absolutely be on the show. He went to our high school.
He was deaf?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? He was in our TV. He was in our TV program.
The guy with the
blind.
Oh, he's blind. I'm sorry. I
the tall
missed
guy,
that. But that's what he's talking about. He's talking about blind.
Jacob, the really tall guy.
He was tall, but I'm just not saying his name because I don't want to put his information out there or anything. I'm getting better, but
Good job, buddy.
what? Yes. He blind. You're talking about blind, not deaf, right?
No, he was talking about deaf.
You were
Deaf.
talking about deaf.
Yeah.
What deaf people visual imagine?
Like no, what they like when you're thinking something. Like when you think something in your head, you hear the voice. What do they hear?
Oh, so yeah, when I was taking sign language class, it's a lot of like other senses. They like what do they hear?
Yeah.
It's not sound. It's no sound like. So if you're born deaf, you have no concept of absorbing sound, but all of their senses make up for that. So you would still visualize things, and how you would process them are based on how your other senses perceive them.
So you would think like in pictures?
Yeah, probably big time. You would probably think in pictures without any audio. It'd probably be like a moving picture with no sound.
So then how would like someone like Helen Keller think?
So Helen Keller is so fascinating, and I only learned about this because of a play through my acting class. Like I forget, I don't even remember what the name of the play was. There's a play about Helen Keller, and they taught her through like patterns and like touching things, and like I literally cannot even fathom how it worked.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom it. It's so. I mean, that's beyond my
She wasn't a real
comprehension.
person.
But it's
She-
like
what?
how does someone like that think in
Do you
their
really
head?
believe
based-
that? Do you? Do you believe that?
What?
The things that she did, it's hard for me to imagine her to do that.
But she did it.
Allegedly.
No. No.
He's a denier. He's a
He,
denier.
so Branden is a flat earther, but not in the literal sense. So what I also learned about Branden's stuff is that it's more like a lack of like proof, like an experience. Not which isn't a detriment, but it's like you don't take things at face value. It's a whole community. It's actually really interesting. I'm not even like shaming you. It's just a different way of thinking. Like the whole flat Earth society. It's not even that they believe Earth is flat. It's really just to prove the point of like, how the fuck do you know? Which like science.
No. I believe, and also with the moon shit, I don't fucking believe that motherfucker went to the fucking moon.
Right.
But I do believe that we've been to the moon.
Right.
I don't believe he was the first person to be in the moon.
Right. Exactly.
To be the
Stuff like that. You Neil Armstrong. You don't think he was the first guy on the moon? Who do you think was the first motherfucker on the moon?
Years after him. I feel like
We haven't been to the moon since.
we've been to the moon multiple times.
It's been a long time since I've been to the moon.
No, I'm not saying it.
We ain't getting into that. That's a conspiracy theory
okay.
episode.
That
or
is a
something.
conspiracy theory
Yeah,
episode.
you're
We
right.
need to say that. We need to say that.
That's
Yeah,
that's
good
something
point.
we
Good
can
point.
get
Good
into
point. Good point.
eventually.
Yeah, we were totally about to go off the rails. No, yeah. It's a whole different way of thinking. We all very much have different brains.
Okay, that brings up another question. With us all having different brains, do you think people see colors differently?
No.
Yes.
How do we know?
Science.
We can tell if someone's colorblind if colors blend together, but how do we know that your yellow is the same as my yellow?
So because this isn't so our perception of the world and reality is not real. Which is what you are sensing around you, what we're touching, what we're grabbing, what we're feeling is not real. It's how our brains are registering it. Like this, it'll be easier to talk about him. Like he's not actually green. We perceive him as green, and it just like it would be stupid to say this is not green. That's just dumb to say. But like if we were to actually go into the science of this, it's really the reflection of green. So it doesn't actually have green in it. It has something other than it lacks green, and that's why we're seeing it. It's like the trees outside, like all the green stuff. It's how our eyes and our receptors bounce that light and see those things. We're all seeing them the same, unless you're colorblind, in which case your receptors are, wrong.
So then color is just based on reflection.
Right.
And how do we know these reflections?
It's like the sky.
That's an excellent way to put it.
Thank you.
Like the sky is like the sky
That is true.
is clear. And it reflects due to the light bouncing off of the ocean and other things that are making it blue. The sky's not actually blue.
So that's why the sky's blue?
Yes.
Oh, there's an answer to that question.
Yeah, there is an answer to that question.
Oh my God, you could use science to be like, I don't know, why is the sky blue? Because of the ocean, bitch.
Right, because of the reflections. Yeah, exactly. It's
I like how Jacob was so like impressed that he was like, he first turned around like, shut the wait.
There was no shut the fuck up in me.
I was
genuinely
shocked.
Impressive.
Thanks.
Good man. Good boy. Good boy.
I don't like how you
So wait,
have a
if we
cute
fully
cat.
understand how the human eye works, then why can't we create another? Why can't we cure blindness?
Well, because it also depends on how your eyes are connected to your brain and
Your
how
eyes
your
don't
brain
heal.
is recepting, right? It also really comes down to it really is your brain. Like, yeah, your eyes are like literally right, like right here. It's linked right there. It's just how it's connected. So we don't understand exactly how the brain works. Like, to be completely honest, the brain is as much to us as a piece of paper is copying information. It's just a meat patty that is collecting every detail we've ever had and creating reality for us.
So could a brain possibly make someone see different colors or see the light reflections differently?
So any meat patty, I'm going to refer to humans like meat patties.
Okay,
so like
everyone's just a piece of meat to Jacob. Okay, understood.
No. But like our brain, we're just walking meat creatures with meat brains that are processing information. Like, so if like that controller right there is red.
Okay.
Right? As long as our brains are functioning correctly in unison, they're really not different muscles. They're just individual muscles. Like, your brain is individual to you and your experiences, and my brain is individual to me and my experiences, but they're both engineered the same way to register information correctly. So it's not really like because your brain is separate from mine that you're just gonna see, like, my blue is not your red. That's a thing I've seen on TikTok, and it was a question I had for a really long time. But no, we are seeing the same colors as long as our brains are programmed correctly. Due to some sort of like cell whatever or our genes or etc. Like that will cause a difference. But like if you really break it down, we're just a bunch of atoms collected into bigger atoms, pieced together by body parts that are pretty much like you and I are made of the same thing. Our brains are made of the same exact thing. So they're built the same way. They're just completely individual experiences to create how we experience the world.
Does anything ever really touch?
No.
Exactly.
Right. That's the illusion of like our world. That's what I was saying before, where it's like how we perceive things is just an illusion on how we can register the real world.
Reality is an illusion.
We're both seeing the blue on that wall as the same color blue. It's not different. It's just like if you look at a TV. Like if you look at a TV and you see, like, I saw this on Vsauce, a strawberry. The strawberry is going to look red on the TV.
Okay.
But it's not red. If you get closer up to the TV, you will see the different pixels of like blue, Roji Biv, that create how we're seeing that all collected together. It's all just an illusion.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Huh. All right. That answers that.
So,
Get
glad to be
mind
here.
fucked.
I think that's any of you got anything like that?
I think that's a good place. You feel good?
Mm-hmm.
You're beautiful,
Wow.
man. You deserve somebody.
Don't lie to him.
Well, thank you for watching The Reality Rejects. We are every Friday at 6. Leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and let us know what are some of your crazy fun facts. Something that's going to really fuck our brains. Some brain fuckers.
Why does she want me, man?
Brain fuckers.
Why doesn't she want him, guys? Comment below, like we said before. And as always,
Why
if
doesn't
you like
she
what you
want
see,
you?
If we don't see you,
great question.
good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Whoa. Bye, guys.
Okay, we're back, guys, for a second. Just to say, the thing I said about women, it's a majority of women can't. It's having to do with women more commonly have the front and back parts of their brains connected, while men are more the left and right part of their brains are connected. So that's the part, apparently, that makes it so you can
I'm just watching.
Why are you looking at me like
I'm
this?
watching my TV show New Age Fame episode 1 that Jake just sent me. So no, I'm
Wait,
not,
this is your TV?
This is the TV show. This is the pilot. It's 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes long. I'm so excited.
You gotta show me this. Can I
will.
see?
I was laughing so loud just now.
Oh, that's very good.
Oh,
Okay,
Brandon,
but
he's doing a thing.
I'm doing a thing.
What is the thing?
Saying that
What
I
is
was.
this?
No, this was what I said earlier. That
I don't think
men
you're
and
balanced.
shut the fuck up. It
Oh,
doesn't
sorry.
matter. This is just a quick thing.
Okay.
But
Quickie.
yes, that most women apparently can't stop. Like their minds are constantly going, making it hard for them to stop thinking. But that can also happen in men too. It's a lot rarer in men, and it's more common in females. So, but females can stop their minds from thinking. It's just a lot more generalized. This was done on a study from age groups 8 to 23. So that's where this study was shown. So as for the age groups above, don't know if it changes, but it is shown that men and women's brains are generally wired differently. Just wanted to put that correction on there. Don't cancel me, please. I swear. Not men with any male content. All right. Thanks, guys.